F-111 Aardvark is a real killer. Here's why. But what makes the F-111 great? Did the United States really lose capability by stopping it? Here's what you need to remember. The F-111 was first tested in combat in Vietnam during 1968, but problems with the design delayed its full deployment until Operation Linebacker. It would go on to become one of the most enduring war bombers due to its ability to penetrate low-level buses, with only a 0.015 loss rate. The F-111 Aardvark was the U.S. Air Force's primary attack aircraft for much of the Cold War. It served in almost every conflict from Vietnam onwards, until it was replaced by the F-15E Strike Eagle. It also serves Strategic Air Command in a limited role as a strategic bomber. But what makes the F-111 great? Did the United States really lose capability by stopping it? The F-111 was one of the earliest combined service aircraft, intended to meet the U.S. Air Force's requirements for a swing-wing attack bomber and the U.S. Navy's requirements for a long-range interceptor. The attack bomber role meant that it needed to go very low and fast to penetrate enemy air defenses. As a result, it is equipped with an advanced terrain-following radar, swing wings for increased maneuverability at low speeds, and a large bomb bay. Later NATO attack aircraft such as the Panavia Tornado would get many design cues from the F-111, including the radar and swing wing. The F-111 was first tested in combat in Vietnam during 1968, but problems with the design delayed its full deployment until Operation Linebacker. It would continue to be one of the most enduring war bombers due to its ability to penetrate low tiers, with only a 0.015 loss rate. However, the F-111 would be rejected from the Navy's competition to find a long-range interceptor in favor of a design that would become the more maneuverable F-14 Tomcat. The Air Force was pleased with its performance and continued to upgrade the F-111. The F-111D was one of the first fighters with a glass cockpit, which featured primarily a screen instead of gauges for displaying information. It also featured some of the most advanced avionics of the time. The F-111 also accepts the AVQ-26 Pave TAC Targeting Pod, a device that combines a laser marker with an IR camera. This allows the aircraft to self-determine the target of attack with laser-guided munitions. The Pave TAC was used to great effect during Operation Desert Storm to destroy individual tanks with precise attacks from laser-guided bombs. But the replacement for the F-111, the F-15E Strike Eagle, can do all these things too. It could use a targeting pod, had a modern glass cockpit, and could perform low-level insertion. The Strike Eagle can also fight enemy aircraft on its own, as it inherits a powerful air-to-air radar and integration with the latest air-to-air missiles from its parent aircraft, the regular F-15. The F-111 does have an advantage. Both the initial requirements for the Navy and Air Force required the F-111 to have a wide range. Comparing ferry range, the F-111 has more than 60% range than the F-15E Strike Eagle, with the Strike Eagle using external fuel tanks. the additional range of the F-111 allows it to be strategically flexible. The UK-based F-111 was used against Libya during Operation El Dorado in 1986. The range was also highly appreciated by Strategic Air Command, which fielded the FB-111 variant as a strategic bomber. In that role, the F-111 was replaced only by the B-1 Lancer. While short-range aircraft are much cheaper to maintain and use, the F-111 strikes a strange medium between a tactical attack aircraft and a strategic bomber. The medium allowed it to serve admirably during the Cold War, and its design should not be dismissed as an odd compromise.